Welcome to Point of View. I'm Mark Leishman and my guest today is Jules Benton, Chief Executive of the Dairy Women's Network.
2022, let's under the traffic light system, we're all systems go. ASB Bank have been with Dairy Women's Network as a partner for a number of years and heavily invested with us from a learning perspective. So we've been doing a lot of online learning with them and sharing that webinar format, which who would have thought a number of years ago that we would be seeing such huge numbers come along to online learning. But it's been really, really important for us to still connect with our members.
So Jason, welcome to the program, and it's really great to see you, and congratulations on getting involved with the Dairy Women's Network, which is a great organisation to be a part of.
Thanks, Mark. Look, it's a really good opportunity for us, and we're really, really happy to be involved and quite excited about it.
It's a great marriage, isn't it, effectively, with the Dairy Women's Network?
Their tagline this year is braver, brighter and bolder, and obviously that all comes back to really being your best, and that's sort of why for us it's a bit of a no-brainer in that respect. So it'll be good to have Jules and Zilla and the rest of the team down there, show them around a bit more.
I'm really delighted today to welcome Christine from AgriVantage. AgriVantage have been a partner of Dairy Women's Network for just over a year now, coming in at bronze level. And we're really delighted that from the relationship that we've created mutually over the past year, that AgriVantage have decided not only to stay on, but to step up.
It's just been a wow moment. You know, we've loved just the professionalism that you all exhibit, and we've loved coming along to your conferences. We've loved the seminars that our star Natalie Crystal has done and presented. And everything we do is about, you know, just that partnership of, you know, helping to learn and helping to grow good animals, really.
My guest this week is Sally Coon. Sally lives in Taranaki. She's a Dairy Women's Network volunteer regional leader, a dairy farmer and a chartered accountant at CMK, plus of course a mother of three, for goodness sake.
I grew up in South Taranaki on a dairy farm, so I'm lucky to have farming in my blood.
And of course you've got your role as the regional leader for the Dairy Women's Network.
Yeah, so I have been a regional leader for nearly 3 years.
And now CMK, your accountancy firm, has a sort of a partnership with the DWN?
Yes, we do. So we're really excited to have come on board as a silver partner, and basically to provide our support and expertise to the industry.
key reflections from the last 12 months has just been how hungry everybody within the network has been to learn. We've really enjoyed working with Dairy Women's Network in terms of delivering our webinar series, where we've really tried to take the conversation about sustainability to be much broader than just the environmental side, but also including financial and also including how you can ensure that your business continues to prosper through multiple generations. The second key reflection is there's probably been no better time to be involved in food and fibre industry. When we look at the high commodity prices, strong demand for our products, it really has been prosperous times for the industry. And then thirdly, key reflections is the next 12 months is going to be very different from the last 12 months. We do have some headwinds with regard to rising interest rates and a greater focus on the environment. But again, back to point 2, there's been no better time to be in food and fibre, and we're really excited around what the future brings. We have some amazing opportunities in front of us in the next 12 months, and there's a great opportunity for us to build on our recent success. We've seen the industry repay huge amounts of debt, which has strengthened balance sheets, but put us in a really strong position to think about how we can continue to expand our farming operations or do other things as we wish. The second key opportunity is that our sector is really strong and resilient at this point in time, and I do believe there's a fantastic opportunity for us to be able to attract new people to the sector, particularly as other industries around the country do struggle. ASB's key focus is about 3 key things. Firstly, to continue to support growth within the industry. Secondly, is very much help our customers move forward with confidence, noting that there are some challenging aspects to farming at the present point in time. And thirdly, and probably the most exciting area of focus, is what we call acorns to oaks. We really feel there's a good opportunity for us to be able to support more people both into industry, but secondly, how do we help people transition through the industry to be able to achieve their goals.
Kia ora katoa, nau mai, haere mai. Wow, what a year it's been in the world of primary industry, and frankly on earth. He moana puki puki e ikinga e te waka. A choppy sea can be navigated by a waka, a very relevant whakatauki. That waka in 2022 has learned to be agile. We've learned to live with the COVID and these choppy seas globally. We've learned a whole lot of other things. That global trade is no longer as benign as it was. There's an energy crisis in the Northern Hemisphere, exacerbated by the Russians invading Ukraine. We're seeing a shift from globalism to nationalism as nations recognise the need for food security. This is driving escalations in input costs, of which us, nutrients, has been a key component of that. And we've all had challenges accessing labour. These are just some of the additional headwinds that have come our way, and that's before we get into any of the regulatory frameworks that have kicked off for us. So what's the upside of all of this? Well, the upside is the world still needs really good quality protein, and the demand for our premium New Zealand protein continues. As business leaders, you've had to navigate these same choppy seas. You've had to manage your profit, your losses, your balance sheets, your components of all of the working capital to purchase these increasing inputs, all whilst managing the day-to-day business needs. And as we head to the summer break, if you're feeling a smidgy-tidgy jaded and super ready for a break, there is a really good reason. It has been an enormous year, and one that we've navigated, by and large, really well. Last year I reflected that there were 3 core values that underpin our relationship: kaitiakitanga, manaakitanga and whanangatanga. These are still really important to us, and it's why we are so connected to you, to Dairy Women's Network, a partnership that we love and we're really proud to be part of. This year I want to add a couple of capabilities that I think are increasingly vital to our mutual success. First up is problem solving, and I continue to be in awe and humbled by the problem solving skills that live in primary industry. From practical on-farm, happening in that moment, right through to visionary, we are leading and shaping and creating solutions together, in amongst all those choppy seas. These solutions result in real value that underpin our global competitive advantage. And depending on where we lie in this change continuum, key to maintaining our well-being and indeed our sanity is our circle of influence, shaping what we can control and we have influence in, trusting those that we elect, hire, hand the baton to in the visionary space to do the best they can for us. The second capability is that from nature. We have the best ingredients, the best air, the best water, the best land, the best animals and the best people. And with these best ingredients and the best knowledge and care, manaakitanga, whanangatanga, kaitiakitanga, we have an industry that underpins the prosperity of all of New Zealand and feeds a global village around the world of around 40 million mouths. Nature is at the heart of this. You are already global leaders in this space. Please do not ever be complacent and take this for granted. There are others in the world trying to catch us, and we have an increasingly evident impact of global warming that we must continue to invest in research in to mitigate the impacts, to improve on-farm practice so that we maintain our leadership position globally. And we must continue to listen and learn, and you guys in Dairy Women's Network know that so deeply, to educate and have dialogue with our New Zealand community as we seek their social licence and we adapt our systems to mitigate the impact of climate change. This care also includes us, ourselves. Take time to care for you. Dairy is essential to New Zealand. You are our economic prosperity. New Zealand needs you to be strong, productive, sustainable and growing, and to demonstrate care for self, communities and nature. We at Balance are part of your team, and we're here to help support you and walk with you as you lean into these problems to be solved and as you care for nature. Thank you for partnering with us. 2023 will bring new challenges, and we look forward to being there, walking right beside you. I hara takitoa iti toa, takitahi, engari it he toa takitini. Success is not the work of one, but is the work of many. Wishing you and yours a fabulous summer break. Enjoy and see you in 2023. Ngā mihi nui.
So, you reckon you've got what it takes to be a dairy farmer? Hit it!
This is Shannon. She used to be a city slicker, but a lifestyle transformation saw her switch to dairy farming, and she loves it. Shannon's the face of a new campaign to inspire others to follow her lead.
Shannon has switched from, well, hubby doing building and now switched to being a dairy farmer. So, morena Shannon, how are you going?
Yeah, how are you?
You're good. You're not nervous at all, are you?
No, not You know, we learn so many different things. You know, I was living in town, such a greenie and, you know, whatever. But I went onto the farm and there's so many new skills that never in my life would I think I'd learn in my lifetime. So it's, yeah, I'm really lucky. I consider myself lucky and blessed, and yeah.